It's the show that sucks with your hosts Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
Harrison's typing something.
I'm just curious.
No. Damn.
Well,
Sorry.
I typed in fighting games in Google, and let's just say SRK didn't come up. Young Honzo got guns. Young Don got Huns. Young Honzo doles out stitches. Young Don got a lot of bitches.
With special guests from around the fighting game community.
Everybody turned around on me, yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever I was down 0-2 against Beneath, you were like, "This dude's been forever," and then I was like, I tied it up 2-2, and you're like, "Just kidding, white people rule."
Yeah.
And my girlfriend was all like, "This little dude was so annoying." I can't wait until the run back becomes even more insufferable to watch.
Rip the run back.
And I'm like, "Whoa, who's in it?" And it's like, "Is it Mini Boss?" I'm like, "Sick, Mini Boss. Is it anybody else?" Sleep.
Now for your hosts, Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
You're live? You're live. Oh man, we made it. Number 109, Honzo Gonzo made it to my house. Congratulations.
Yeah. How's it going, everyone?
Man, I totally forgot level up. I totally forgot the run back.
Yeah.
That's
We
hilarious.
predicted that.
Did we predict that?
No, everyone did. Let's be real.
Anyways, welcome to the show that sucks. I am Harrison. I do stuff for IPLAYWINNER, like the show that sucks. And I am with my co-host Honzo Gonzo, who still does stuff for like other games, like not Marvel.
Yes,
That's it.
pretty much.
Is that a good intro? You always yell at me for not doing an intro.
Yeah, I like when you intros. I was actually thinking about what I actually do for fighting games today, and I was like, I don't really make videos anymore. But like, I want to make videos, but I don't know what to make them for, because all my games I like to start dying immediately after. Like Unial. I don't know if Guilty Gear is gonna be around for a while.
We actually have
Marvel's
a question
dead.
about Unial
Okay, cool.
by somebody.
But I want to make videos of those, but I don't know if they're relevant anymore. I don't know. It's one of the reasons I'm hesitant.
People will still watch them.
Oh, I know.
That's the thing about fighting games,
making
dude. People will
excuses.
just get into fighting games like, oh my god, this game's awesome. It's like, yeah, this game's been around for like 10 years. Where have you been? And they're like, oh, but it's so cool still.
Yeah, because I watched old KOF videos, tutorials, when KOF 13 came out. So yeah.
It's like Third Strike, dude. Kinda. For like a week.
Yep.
Yeah. But back to relevant games.
So to preface this conversation that's coming up that I already know,
Okay.
I assume I actually didn't read it, but yeah. This is the start of my busy season of work, so I really don't. I work every weekend almost, so I can't actually watch all the streams that I want to. I watch a little bit, but I can't watch it all. Like I was like, you know what? I want to check out this Canadacup stream, but I can't pay for it. I'm like, damn. I was on my lunch break, and I was like, man, that sucks. And then I see it on the Twitch front page or whatever it was, and I was like, oh, okay. And I clicked it, and I could view it in source quality. I was like, oh, okay. Like I don't think I'm supposed to be doing this.
Wait, you were able to on the website do that?
No, on my phone.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was on my phone just looking through, and I was like, man, I want to watch it, but I can't, I guess. And then I saw it, and I was like, I'm just gonna click it and see what happens, and I can watch it. I was like, oh, I hope no one else knows about this, but then, like everyone knew about it.
Everybody knew about it, dude. There's I think there was a good like 15,000 people watching on Saturday or something like that.
When I was there, it was 5,000.
5,000?
And you know what? If half those people paid, that's still a pretty good success.
I think if there's 4,000 subscribers, it'd be like 60K or something.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that being said, that event cost more than 60K, I'd imagine.
I know, but any money back is a success, in my opinion.
Yeah.
In regards to viewership, because say you got 100,000 viewers, okay? You had 100,000 viewers the entire weekend. You know how much money advertising that would be? That'd be like fucking what?
But the thing is, okay,
maybe 1,000.
So maybe you're getting money from the people that are watching on their phone or something. Maybe, if the ads are actually working, but you're not getting any more money from the people that are subscribing. because
That's
they're not
true,
watching
but you're
ads.
still getting money. Is my thing.
Yeah.
You're getting a return. It might be a shitty return, but at least you're getting something. Like if I'm streaming on a tournament that I'm running ads every fucking 2 minutes, my return's not gonna be that great. Sub wise, that's gonna be way better. Now, best case scenario is be like Spooky, where you just get a fuck ton of subs and stream things for free and get hella viewers. Obviously, that's the best case, but not everyone can be Spooky.
Yeah. Like Spooky can be Spooky. And
Only
like nobody
Spooky.
else
And
can be Spooky.
then he gets donations on top of it. So, like, you know, I'm all for Spooky's. I love Spooky's model. Spooky's model is great. Everything's free. Everything's pretty loose and wacky. Cool. Everyone supports that.
I think
But, like,
I mean, yeah, it just works in our generation.
yeah, and it doesn't help that when you have a pay-per-view option, you want to be the only thing. Like, Topanga was on, for at least for Americans, when nothing was happening. Literally, probably no streams for Americans. And also, like, there wasn't that much happening in that time period. But this weekend, there was, like, 2 big tournaments.
Yeah.
There's a giant Third Strike tournament in the Co-op Cup, which I actually did watch quite a bit. And there was KIT, which is a very big American tournament, or is turning into a big American tournament.
You want to hear, like, the saddest thing ever?
What?
So, I was talking with somebody, and they're like, yeah, so, like, Angelica was at Canadacup. And I was like, why was Angelic at Canadacup? He's like, dude, he thought there was going to be, like, a huge Marvel tournament there. And the first thing that came out of my mouth was like, aw, like...
No,
really?
The best thing about Canada, Marvel at least.
But he went all the way up there to play B.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Like, playing B, and even if he won or lost, you know, it's okay. Like, you won 1,000, you lost 1,000.
I guess you won a money match.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, the thing about Canadian Marvel is, everyone thinks they're good up there, because they only play Canadians. That's the trick. It's like, it's kind of like the Midwest. The Midwest thinks they're good at things, because they only play the Midwest. So, when you go up to Canada, everyone's very confident. So they want to money match you.
I mean, they got home field advantage.
Canadians are rich for some reason because they only spend money.
Well,
they don't spend money on
they
drugs.
don't have to spend money on health insurance, right?
So
they got all that money.
And maple syrup's free because they just walk outside and just fucking stab a tree and it just pours out. So they really save money, and they'll just money match you for so much money. The Canadians are crazy, and I love them. Canadians are cool people, but they're crazy, which I like. So, like, even if you lost the B or 1B, there's still 20 motherfuckers who have $500 want to play you. And they're people you don't even know. So that's scary, but, I mean, generally, I think someone of Angelic's caliber would do well against it. I'm going to assume he made a lot of money this weekend.
Angelic?
Yes.
I just thought it sucked because he went all the way up there, and then there was, like, the super crazy, super high Marvel tournament that he could have gone to instead.
Yeah, I heard.
I think, like, it would have been one thing if he went up there and he got up there, oh, there's nobody here. Oh, well, I could hang out, like, all weekend. But it's another thing where, fuck, I could have gone to, like, KIT instead and played hella good Marvel people.
That's true. I heard KIT was one of the best Marvel tournaments in a while. And I did not get to watch it, unfortunately.
Did you? But you saw the Justin Wong moment, right?
No.
No?
I have not seen it.
I believe it was winners finals.
I heard
it was
that.
against Too Much Damage. I think that's who it was.
Too Much Damage in winners finals? That's pretty cool.
I'm pretty
like
sure
that
that's who it was, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully it is him. But it was 2-2, and I believe he ran it back or something. But anyways, it was 2-2. He had Virgil left. Wolverine had no life. He supered with Virgil to chip him out, and then Justin Wong tornado clawed and hit him out of the super, and then killed him. When he came down, he got a mix-up and killed him.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. He had no life. He had literally no life. It was crazy.
That's
It was
pretty
crazy.
Justin's very
And he was
clutch.
super hype. He got up like, I'm the man.
Yeah, he's very clutch. Just one of his. I mean, obviously everyone knows that. He has so many clutch moments.
I mean, yeah, the Wong factor.
But yeah, it's
moments like that where you're like, oh yeah, it's just Wong. Like,
yeah, it's really just Justin Wong because like his team's not the best team. His team's actually really lazy. Like if you look at it, it's a really lazy team.
well, yeah, it's like, how do I do the most damage without thinking?
Without
Yeah.
doing anything. You press 2 buttons and you actually kill someone. And it's not like it's a mix-up where you actually have to think. He really just hits you and then you die, and like doesn't matter. And like he hits you, he gets an infinite. You know, his team's really, and it's not that good. His team's not that good. But
well, it's a good team to have when you're playing other games, right? So.
yeah, but he just uses it so well. He's just so
Yeah,
smart. He's a smart
true.
player. But yeah, and I heard a lot of people were at that Marvel tournament blowing it up. And it's pretty cool to see East Coast come and play the South and play some of the West Coast cats. I know Cloud was out there. Stuff like that. And I know Full Schedule was there. He was talking about it. And some other people I'm not familiar with. We have the results pulled up. Cloud actually got second, which is really cool for Cloud.
Yes. Oh, not enough damage.
It's too much damage. That's
oh,
too
it
much.
is.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm okay, guys. Like,
yes,
I'm not
he's
crazy.
very
Yeah.
good. He plays very confidently, which is scary. He's very confident in his play. And when he played Wesker, it's very scary to play him. He's a very good player from Atlanta, I believe Georgia. Full Schedule, of course, got fourth. J-Wong winning the tournament, obviously. Full Schedule got fourth, which is pretty cool. I like seeing Full Schedule come out and win matches and stuff. I need to go watch his Doom play because I need to steal stuff from it if I go back into playing it. You go back to the results? What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm trying to find the results of the exhibition match.
Scrolling around. Jan was there. Jan's always cool to watch. And I have no idea who Eli the Curry is. If someone could inform me who Eli the Curry is, that'd be cool. He plays a dumbass team, but I mean, it sounds...
That's a super dumb team.
I mean, no, I mean, it's saying dumb as it's easy to use, not that it's not good. Being easy to use doesn't mean it's doesn't take skill.
Yeah, you just roll and call Strider.
You call Strider and roll, yes.
It's a dumb team.
But yeah, J Rosa got ninth. I'd expect him to do better. Ray got ninth as well. Ramasama got 13. Crescent got 13. He's an up-and-coming player. He's very good. He eliminated me at final round. He's a very good Firebrand player. And he's playing the old... Oh, no, it's not really that. He plays Firebrand Dorm kind of like Zach Bennett used to, but it's a lot different because he has different assists, obviously. But, yes. So I heard the Marvel tournament was legit as fuck. I already look forward turning it on whenever I get the chance and go training mode something and watch some Marvel. I heard Union was pretty cool. I didn't get to watch it, but I heard Arturo Sanchez took it. So I'm all about Arturo blowing everyone up with Hilda. I don't think that many good people were there, but it's still cool to see Union on majors, and I hope it goes further than what it is, because we have a lot of people that play Union up in NorCal. I know people want to play in other places, they just don't have that big of a scene for it, or just they stop playing because online's a little bit sparse at the moment. But you can still tweet out to people that you want to play Union. You can literally just tweet at me at pretty much any time and be like, hey, you want to play Union? I'll be like, yeah, sure. And like, yes, I'm not going to waste time sitting in a lobby by myself. But, you know, if you want to play me, just message me. So, yeah, congrats to Art. He's doing really well in that game. I think I'll crush Arturo if I ever play him. So I am the Will. I am the Alpha and Omega of Union.
And then other games happened. I was too busy watching Canadacup to watch Street Fighter there, to be honest.
I heard the mod guy won.
Yeah.
He beat the EG Cats. He did really well. I heard he leveled up quite a bit. I believe he's from Texas.
Oh, is that him? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I always think he's Forward for some reason.
No, Forward is Kuma player.
I know, but I think his name is Hamad.
Oh, it is?
I think
okay.
so. So, like, his actual name, or I'm just being really racist, but WT Hamad is a Fei Long player from Texas. They're both from Texas. So, yeah, it's cool seeing the South take out some big names, and I hope he continues to do well and show up in more tournaments. Yeah. And I'm sure there's crazy matches in Street Fighter, but most people are watching Canadacup Master Series because that was the big names, the biggest names of Street Fighter going at it. I believe they were doing like around first to 7. Is that correct? Because
Yeah.
I turned it on and I was watching it. I'm like, oh man, this is PR Bar versus Snake Eyes. Okay, it's like 2-2. Okay, I want to watch it. And like Snake Eyes won. I was like, oh man, I was hype. And they kept playing. I was like, maybe 4 out of 7. Okay, go ahead. They played again and like, oh, okay, maybe 5 out of 8 or 5 out of 9, whatever. Nah, it's the first 7s.
No, first sevens. First
7s. Yes, that's what I said.
And the first match to start it all off, I thought was crazy. It was Snake Eyes versus Kazunoko. And I believe Kazunoko clutched it out.
Kazunoko, so the big thing...
the reason why that was so good is not only was that the first match, but they showed that on Friday and be like, hey guys, if you pay $15, you get another 10 hours of this. So I think they did a good job of putting that
I
match
heard
up.
Kazunoko was actually winning with Yun, which is crazy because Yun hasn't really been winning anything in a while. Even when he was very good, when he had the +1.
He was
and
winning,
everything.
but you know what? He wasn't like destroying people for sure.
Yeah.
Everybody, there was only, I was saying this before the show, but there was only one real first to 7 set that was just a slaughter, and it was Snake Eyes versus Xiao Hai, and Xiao Hai picked Sagat and just 7-0'd him.
Wow.
Yeah, for free. And that was really the only match in the entire series, at least the ones that I was able to watch. I kind of had it like off to the side all weekend to try and like, I don't know, absorb all the information, but it was just, out of all the matches that I saw, everything pretty much went, at least somebody had 3 or 4 wins there was nobody.
It's pretty evenly matched.
It was pretty evenly matched the entire time. A lot of them went 5-7, 6-7. A lot of them did that.
So yeah, I heard there's a lot of hype matches, a lot of crazy stuff, and obviously if you're a fan of Street Fighter, you probably watched it one way or another. But I think, are they getting VODs for? Are they paying for VODs? You have to pay for the VODs. I don't know what they're doing with that.
I believe it's getting pushed out somehow, but I'm not sure yet.
Okay, so I assume they're coming out either on the Canadacup channel or you have to pay to get the archives. Which either way, I mean, it's probably worth. If you're an actual Street Fighter fan, it's probably worth the $15. Even though
sorry to interrupt you, but somebody pointed out Kazunoko versus PR Balrog. He beat him 7-1.
Okay.
So another blow up.
But yeah, would you think that it was worth $15?
Yeah, considering how many, like, I was watching it and I'm like, this is too much content for $15. I'm like, I physically can't watch all of this. When people sit there and they'll pay $50 for a fight for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And okay, so you're really complaining about $15 for like 15 hours of stuff to watch?
My biggest thing is people use, like, let's say the movie example. It's a 2-hour movie and you're spending $10, okay?
Okay.
And for this stuff, it's almost, I don't know, probably 10 to 15 hours of content.
Yeah.
Ish. I don't know. Around there for $15. People's arguments are typically, well, the movie costs a lot to produce.
Yeah, the movie costs $250 million.
But that doesn't matter. It's how much entertainment you're getting out of the money. Like, I don't care if someone spent $1 billion fucking dollars to entertain me for 1 minute. That's 1 minute of entertainment, okay? I don't give a fuck. I'd rather have
what if
the
it's
5
like
minutes.
super good entertainment?
For 1 minute, I mean, that'd be cool, but I don't know. I think people saying the quality of entertainment based on how well it's produced, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of weird because they're two separate mediums, but you're still sitting there for 8 hours.
For the quality and the amount of content we got for $15, totally worth it.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Now, do I think they should have started at 15? No. I think they should have started at 5 or 10. 10, probably. But I understand what they were doing. They wanted to get money back. But I think $15 is a lot for the first time. Obviously, next time you can charge more because people weren't sure of the quality. Even though they showed Friday preview matches, it doesn't matter. Saturday's a whole different day. The fucking stream could have went down. Fucking someone could have went in and been like, everyone lost. You know, everyone was doing shitty. Someone could have diarrhea. You never know what's going to happen.
I mean, that it helped that every match was really good. For the most part. If it was like crappy matches the entire time, we're like, oh, why did I pay $15 for this? That's the thing about charging for stuff like this. You never know. Even if the stream goes perfectly, you never know how it's going to turn out.
Yeah.
Because it could just be bad, and you have no control over that.
Yeah, and it's not like you can't see these people play for free, but it's a lot of their matches, and it's the current. If you're a Street Fighter person who's competing, you obviously want to know what fucking. If you're a Ryu player, you want to know what Daigo's doing or whoever's playing Evo Ryu. I think
that, and we got to see a lot of people who were like, "Hey, this person fought at Evo, and we didn't get to see it. Hey, this person eliminated so and so at Evo off stream. We didn't get to see it." There was like tons and tons of those matches from like either like runbacks like Snake Eyes and Tien from TFC that we got to see a 1-7 of. We got to see Daigo versus Snake Eyes. We've never seen that. Well, rarely seen that. At least against his Evil Ryu, never seen that.
Yeah.
Got to see Luffy versus Yen, because Yen sent Luffy to losers at Evo.
Yep.
So there was just so many of those kind of matches that
and
we got to see.
Did you see any of the actual like produced content from our very own producer, Chris Taglia?
the videos and such?
Yes.
I think with the stuff that he was able to get, I think it was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to know because I didn't get to see it personally.
It's just that there wasn't. The next one will be more like organized. Is not the right term, but just like
prepared.
Yeah, I guess it's so hard to like get that footage.
Yes.
Like really, the only stuff that they had, they might have had a few other things, but I mean, they had TFC footage because it's Capcom, and I did TFC, and so Chris has the footage.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, that's like why you saw so much TFC footage was because of that.
Yeah.
And yeah, would they have liked to have, hey, dream hack footage or all that stuff? Sure, but I mean, you can get what you get.
Yeah. So what was I gonna say? So overall, everyone had a good experience with either viewing Master Cup or not viewing it and seeing Kit. Both had great tournaments for multiple games. I didn't even talk about Guilty Gear because I really didn't know much about it. I want to watch that. I want to watch that whole Guilty Gear tournament because I'm very interested in that.
Before we go too crazy, Daigo won, guys.
Yes,
just to be sure, if you haven't seen the results yet, but it was Daigo, Kazunoko, and then Tien, 1, 2, 3, and then it was kind of whatever.
Yeah.
After that,
and we didn't even talk about, even with all that entertainment, even if you were like a night owl, which is fucking everyone in FGC, then you had a Cooperation Cup, which is a giant team tournament for Third Strike, and it had a bunch of Third Strike legends there and stuff like that, and they were just playing and they're having a good time. Some dude was wearing this 9/11 shirt. This Japanese dude, I forget who it was. I saw it on my phone because I was like sitting in the hotel watching it, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And like it's like a George Bush face, and like Osama bin Laden face on his back. I'm sure there's photos of it, but it's hella funny. I saw it and I was like, "What the fuck?" But I was watching quite a bit of Cooperation Cup because I was off. So yeah, it was really fun to watch all that stuff, and they had the Chun-Lis and the Yuns and the yes.
If you guys have any questions, you can send them to @HarrisonSBA and @Honzo Gonzo. For some reason, I don't have our Twitters on this thing for some reason, but those are them, @HarrisonSBA, @Honzo Gonzo. There was, besides the blow up with the, watching on mobile.
Yeah, that's pretty much Twitch's fault in my opinion.
Yeah, that's not their fault. That's
they couldn't
Twitch.
control it. Yeah.
So, I mean, personally, when they set it to, I didn't subscribe until Sunday. Personally, I didn't subscribe until Sunday. Telling the truth,
I didn't subscribe.
If I get something for free, I'm gonna not pay for it. So, on Sunday, I was like, God, why is this so bad? It's shitty quality. And so I'm like, hey, did you guys change it so you have to sub to get source? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, well, that's my $15 right there, because I was watching it on my big screen TV right out here.
Your mobile quality,
yeah, on my mobile quality on like my 50-inch screen TV, and I'm like, this ain't happening.
Yeah.
And so I instantly paid $15 for that.
Yeah.
I mean, and it looks so good on there. It looks so good on there. I really wanted to have people over and have a party.
Yeah, I think with pay-per-view events, that's the point. Like, you're supposed to have. That's why I wish pay-per-view events were like a big one-day thing.
Yeah, you gotta let me finish, but I'll let you finish first.
Okay, but I'm just like saying, like, You have people over, and it's a big one-day event. Like, it starts at 10. Everyone comes over, drinks, and just fucking plays games, and then they have the thing up. Yeah, I think that's what pay-per-view events should be.
I wish I was able to do that, but everybody's busy, which kind of sucks. Yes. But, okay, so after all that was over, I was like, oh, I was subscribing to Capcom Fighters because I wanted to watch some tournament or whatever. So I was like, oh, well, I need to remind myself to go to unsubscribe or whatever because there's no tournament, so there's no reason for me to, subscribe right now. So I go there, I unsubscribe, and then there's this little thing that says Canadacup, and it's like, refund. And I was like, what? And so I had paid for it and then hit the refund button within 24 hours. So I paid my $15, went on Twitch, and then immediately got a $15 refund. So technically, I never paid for Canadacup.
Harrison.
I feel like this needs to be said because of how stupid it is. I feel like that needs to be said.
Well, subscribe to IPLAYWINNER.
Subscribe to IPLAYWINNER, guys. Come on, $5.
You can do it and then use my face and then unsubscribe. There you go, right there. We can just get the fucking count. Harrison, you're not supposed to say that.
No, I was just mind blown that I was able to do that.
People in chat were just like, Harrison, you did the right thing. You paid the $15. You ended up being the good guy. You paid the $15 for Sunday. Then I interrupted, and then you continued the story. Oh lordy!
I want to say I'm not the only one.
Worst people. I want to
say I'm not the only one who thought of that.
I think we're the worst people on Twitch.
We're the worst people on Twitch.
I think we are.
We use their stream service, and then
we
pay
shit
them,
on
and
them.
They just take them.
We steal their money. I give them negative press by singing. I threatened to shit on their doorstep multiple times to their admins. What else have I done? Yeah.
I don't know, but I told that to Chris today. I told that to him. I was like, "This happened," and he was just laughing because it's just like, wow, like, okay, all right, cool, like,
I mean, yeah, there's the tech.
The funny thing is, I wouldn't have known if I didn't go to unsubscribe from Capcom Fighters.
So it's actually Hans's fault. So
it's actually
blame
Hans's fault.
Fuck Hans.
Damn. But yeah,
I blew up Twitch
in
in the AMA. Yeah, someone just mentioned that. Yeah.
Yep.
Twitch.tv/IPLAYWINNER.
But yep, I got a refund for something I paid $15 for.
That's cool. I mean, I'm all about that, but I'm a scumbag, so I'm sure the actual normal people in chat are just like, whatever. And they're doing their tie up at 11 a.m. That's funny. I don't know where else. What else we're talking about?
I don't know what else happened.
Oh, I mean, a bunch of stuff happened.
You kind of talked about it all.
Apex got 1,000 people for their Smash tournament. They got over 1,000, which is pretty cool.
That's insane.
For Melee, too, not just the new one.
God, that game needs to die.
It really needs to die.
For the sake of your souls, like, it just needs to die. Like,
I get why it's popular, but Jesus fucking Christ. It's cool they like the game. I'm not gonna hate, but their new Smash game, which I don't know if people like because they think it's imbalanced or something. Only has.
That's the stupidest reason ever. Oh my God, it's imbalanced. Every fighting game ever is imbalanced.
I know. But that has 400 entrants, so it doesn't mean that's pretty big. I'm not gonna say it's not big. 400 is very big, but it's not 1,000.
The thing is, it's like, okay, so what was it, 1,000 people for both games or for one game, and then the other game?
Oh, people are saying me Smash 4 got 800 plus. Never mind. I was reading something else.
Okay.
Whoops.
Wow. False.
I'm sorry,
info.
I saw a thing.
False info.
But yeah, Apex is coming up. There's a lot of tournaments coming up. I mean, this is the start of the year. What, 2 weeks in? I think.
2 weeks in.
Yeah.
It's the 12,
and we already
13?
had 3-4 giant tournaments, pretty big ones.
Yep.
So yeah, the year's starting off great for fighting games, and this is just the start of the season. We're not starting off the season with FCR this year, which still hasn't had an announcement, but I assume it's coming. They're gonna do something. it's probably just gonna be later in the year because it's not in January. You can't just announce something the same month. So it's either in March or soon later. Because yeah, they can't do it the same month. You gotta announce it in the future.
So we got the numbers right here. You want to read them off?
Yes, Melee has 1,025.
That's so insane.
Brawl has 175, which is surprising actually. Smash 4 has 827. Smash 64 has 188. Pokemon has 83.
Nobody cares about the other games.
Wait. Killer Instinct has 24. So you have a really good chance to win that pot bonus. And Marvel has 39. Because all the Marvel players hate going to Apex for some reason. I forget why.
That's crazy though. Melee is so. At some point, there's gonna be like, okay, it doesn't matter how many people show up for this, we can't do it anymore. Like, I have a feeling like, at this point in time though, you can't look at something and be like, yeah, we're just gonna ditch Melee because we don't want to carry around the CRTs. And then you're like, here you go, here's a sheet of paper. Does that say 1,000 people registered for this game? I think we can shuttle in a few CRTs. Like, it's at this point in time, like that's the case. I feel like.
But it's such a, this is gonna cause a problem with Evo because I was gonna bring up Evo because there was something involving with it today, earlier even. But like, what is the Smash game? Are they gonna put 2 Smash games in? Do you realize how many, like, one's a lot of GameCubes, the other is a lot of Wii U's.
I think it's just the space.
That's the thing. Where are they gonna put it all?
It's the same venue.
Yes, as when they introduced Smash originally, I believe. Yeah.
No, because they introduced Smash at it wasn't that venue, right?
Yes, it was.
Was it that venue?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Pretty sure.
No.
No?
I'm pretty sure it was the year before that. It was the year we were because we were still working Evo. It was the year before last that they introduced Evo because I had to collect matches for Smash. I remember.
I forget.
I remember 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago.
Because that was the
it was the same venue as the one that's gonna happen.
No. I'm pretty sure it was at Caesars or something.
No, it was at. I mean.
Or no, not Caesars. I thought
it was reintroduced at Bally's. Yeah, Melee was reintroduced at Bally's, which is where it's at this year. I'm smart.
So it's been at the same place for 3 years in a row?
No, I'm saying that at Bally's, which was 2013.
Yes.
Yes, that's when Smash happened. Was brought back from when it was.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was last year.
No.
My bad.
It was last year again, I believe.
Yeah. Okay, my bad. I misunderstood.
And that was at not Bally's.
You're correct.
We're going back to the Bally's, and now we have 2 potential games going in, and you can't ignore one of them because both of them have a lot of entrants.
Oh yeah, God! Can you please tell everybody it's in Bally's and not the fucking other casino this time?
It's at Bally's, guys. It's not the Paris. Don't believe Evo. It's at Bally's. Well, I'll say it a lot. But you can't ignore one of them, is what I'm trying to say, because they both have a lot of people. And it might be the same people, but that's still money. That's a lot of money. People are willing to pay twice for something, you do it. Like,
the thing is, a lot of those people, for the people running the tournament, it's not going to be more money. Because a lot of those people are going to be playing Smash 4 also. A lot of those people. Like, I'd say a vast majority of them.
I know,
so
but
really,
still...
they're not going to be making any more money.
That's true. I always confuse that. They're only paying pot.
Yeah.
That's true.
So really, they aren't making any more money.
Yeah, I guess. But then the whole thing with the sponsors, if Nintendo sponsors it, do you think Nintendo wants to showcase Melee?
No.
They want to showcase Smash 4.
Yeah.
But, again, I only bring up Evo because it was brought up today, I think like a couple hours ago. I was just reading Twitter. Mr. Wizard, the infamous Mr. Wizard, proposed a question of Evo being 4 days. And my immediate reaction was to go grab rope and try and kill myself. Because I hate Vegas. I don't hate Vegas. But, like, staying in Vegas for 4 days and working is hard. And, you know, it's more time off for me that I have to sacrifice for Evo, stuff like that. And I think that's a lot of people's situation. They have to sacrifice more time off. And it might be one day, but that might be one day.
And let's just say I'm just gonna do a rough estimate. About 99% of the people that go to this tournament probably have a job.
I would say, I mean,
or I
Marvel's
mean,
still the tournament. So
okay, let me rephrase that. An obligation.
They have an obligation
that they're gonna have to get out of.
There's still Marvel, so like 95% of the tournament has obligations. Because Marvel players really don't. They're obligated to do drugs, Harrison.
They're obligated to do. That's bad. that's bad.
Yeah,
that's pretty bad. But yeah.
But yes, so it being 4 days would be crazy for a lot of reasons.
No event has been 4 days,
and it's gonna be more expensive if it's 4 days, because that's another day at a goddamn convention center, and all those things are incredibly expensive to rent out.
That's
especially in Vegas, and especially at casinos.
Like, I don't know, at least an extra $150 to stay there for an extra day.
That too, you have to get another hotel room. You gotta eat in Vegas, which is all shit food. I mean, it's very good, but I mean, it's like bad for you, and it's expensive, and you gotta buy, you know, all this stuff.
More gotta buy alcohol and
yeah.
Buy more toothpaste. Oh my god, a fourth day! I gotta buy a bigger tube of toothpaste. What are you talking about?
I don't know, everything. You gotta make everything bigger.
I'm sure people have made those small tubes last like 4 months, Honzo.
I know. So, yeah, it's a very big problem if they do introduce it as 4 days. Game-wise, I think it's the best solution to fit as many games as you fucking can into.
Well, yeah, if you want that kind of game, you're like, you know what? We're not gonna include this game, but we have 4 days. If you want to do it, we're just gonna do it all on Thursday.
Yeah, just have all the shit games that no one wants to actually play on Thursday, and have regular Evo. It sounds really bad when I put it like that.
I like how you had to add regular Evo after it. Like, it couldn't have been like, and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday we'll have the regular games. No, a regular Evo. It's like the retarded Evo. Anyways, like the back of the school Evo. We're like, yeah, you can just play on Thursday.
It's just anime Evo. There's nothing wrong with that.
Just play on Thursday.
But like, there's so many communities that have multiple games that it's hard to put them all in, because like people still like BlazBlue, and BlazBlue was incredibly hyped last year. Is it just not gonna be in this year because not people are playing Persona or something? You know, it's hard. It's hard to gauge certain communities like Smash, anime, even Marvel. Is Marvel gonna be the fucking second to last game? What if it doesn't have a lot of entrants? What if it has the 5th most entrants? You know.
The thing is, it has so many views.
That too, I guess.
I think eventually it's gonna be like, it's this teeter-totter of, all right, well, the entrants are going, but the views are happening, so it evens out. And then eventually it's just gonna be like the KOF thing, where it's gonna be like, okay, guys, we don't have that many entrants this year, but we got a ton of viewers, and there's good grand finals. But then it's just the point where we have nobody entering the tournament anymore, and it doesn't matter how many views we have. It's just not worth our time.
And like, is KOF coming back? When the fuck has that ever been streamed outside of Evo since then? I'm sure there's been a couple tournaments, but for the most part, it's who the fuck's playing that game anymore? And that's a very real question that I have. And I know people are playing it. I get that, but where at?
I don't think it has a chance.
I was surprised it made it in last year.
I'm not, because it had good grand finals.
No one was playing it though, and it's even less now.
It's the teeter-totter effect. The thing I just described to you.
I know, but I don't believe in that.
You don't believe in that?
No, I don't think it's valid. Even though the organizers and everyone else in the world does. Like, I get that. I get that it's logical. I understand the logic and why it's reasonable, but I'm not reasonable. So I'm actually just excited that Evo's just not at the Las Vegas hotel or whatever the fuck that was.
I was like, damn, dude, it's out in the middle of nowhere.
It's out in the middle of goddamn nowhere. If I want to be in the middle of nowhere, I'd stay at my house.
Remember, we had to take a $30 taxi to get to something.
Yeah.
And that was like the best drunk food. I wasn't drunk though, so it would have been way better if I was drunk. But it was still really good food.
I wish I was drunk.
Still really good food. Questions?
Yes.
Is this sum up before Canada Cup? Got my money back. Daigo won. Just you know, listening. KIT.
Good.
Who won? It was good. It was good.
Hamad won.
Hamad won with his Fei Long. Blah blah
Who
blah.
won Injustice? Hold on, go back.
Jupiter. Some dude named Jupiter.
Flying Ducky got second. That's cool.
And
Oh, yeah,
Marvel. Justin.
Smash Bros. Mewtwo King. Good. I'm glad. Keep going. We're doing them all.
Okay, we're doing them all. All right.
Melee, Mewtwo King. I'm glad. EMP for life. I don't know what that
Tekken
is. 2.
2. Tekken Tag 2.
Incognito.
Good for him. Good guy.
Sweet.
Great guy. Guilty
Guilty
Gear,
Gear,
Xrd.
Elven Shadow. Well, he
great.
fucking cheated and was Japanese for a year. So, Project M, Mewtwo King. Why
Nobody
not?
cares because it's Project M.
Mortal Kombat. Perfect
uh,
Legend. The God. He's the best player in the world ever. Go down.
Killer
CD
Instinct.
Junior. He's better than Maximilian.
T1
Go
Evo.
to Blaze. SKD. He almost died again. So that's cool. Go
Right?
down.
Am I stupid? T1 Evo, right?
Yes. I
Okay, all right.
Union, blah, blah. Go
Oh.
down, go down. Persona 4. Lord Knight is the only one playing it. Okay, go. Soul Calibur 5.
Nobody cares.
Ask the Sauce. Ask the Soth one. Ask the Soth played Astaroth. That's pretty cool.
What a tongue twister.
I'm very surprised Astaroth won. I don't think he's that. Yeah. even
Boom. That's the...
Good job.
Good job, guys.
Good job.
And Luffy got last. So,
That's so weird.
no, but dude, did you... Because there was that terrorist threat, remember? And so his plane got... That's why he was late, guys. There was that terrorist thing, and they had to stop all the planes.
Yeah.
And so he wasn't able to make it until Sunday, which I definitely think contributed partly to that.
Yeah, definitely. That sucks.
Yeah.
I honestly forgot about that. That was probably a big cause.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, there's always no one's gonna doubt he's not a good player, and the next tournament he shows up to, I'm gonna guarantee he wants to prove himself again.
Yeah.
So he's gonna destroy everyone probably.
And
He's gonna
Daigo's
be
just like, I'm just gonna prove at random tournaments and just beat all the good players at once, and then I'll just be like, whatever, for like 6 months, and then come back and
That
just
guy's
beat
weird.
everybody again.
He's weird.
Dude, that's what happens when you give him a list of players, and he's like, all right, cool, thanks, download. All right, let's go. I'm gonna body everybody. That's basically Daigo in a nutshell.
Let's do questions.
Questions. Do you have
Ah.
questions? I think we have questions.
Got a bunch of mucus in my mouth.
That's disgusting.
The Evo game lineup is drawing closer. What % chance do you give Union to get in? 5.
5?
5%.
5% chance.
Yes. I have a very strong opinion that Union would be. I don't even think people would want to watch Union. That's the problem. I like the game a lot, but I don't think people want to watch it. Nor would I think it's interesting for newcomers to watch. And that's a very real opinion for someone who enjoys that game. I don't think people would want to watch that game. And that's very... is real.
Again,
Real-
guys, if
real
you want
rap.
to send us questions, you can send them to @HarrisonSBA and @Honzo Gonzo.
Adra Mage also asks, if Capcom released a patch for Marvel 3 tomorrow that removed X Factor, would the game become better or worse? Much worse. When you actually remove X Factor or increase damage overall or decrease damage overall, it really does nothing. It just makes the good characters better as well as the bad characters better. So the good characters are just better than the bad characters. Like, it's the same shit. Like, you're just
It's
raising
the same game.
You're raising everything up, so it's the same. Like, it's Shenko doing more damage means if you raise the damage, oh man, Shenko could do more damage. Guess what? Magneto could do more damage. Like, that's not a
Yeah.
thing. Like, oh my god, Hulk does more damage. Like, that's not gonna be a good situation. And if they do less damage, wow, the characters that have no mix-ups and are actually bad do less damage. Like it's stupid. I've said that many times, and I don't know how people don't get that through their head. Do you have a question?
We have no questions today.
I have so many questions.
You have so many. You should. What are the so many questions?
The Hound wants us to take our shirts off.
No.
No. Gibby said I'm terrible. At the Hound asks, would you do a rap album about Cthulhu? Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I get my little Necronomicon or whatever the fuck it's called, and
Okay.
do some rippy-doo apps. At McCoolin, aka Dang asks Honzo, if you can pick only one for Eva, what would it be? Guilty Gear or Unib?
Yep.
Hondo. I would say Guilty Gear because more people would come out for it. More people would travel.
Which one's the new one?
I mean, Union's the new property, but Guilty Gear Xrd is the newest game.
Guilty Gear.
I don't know how many people will travel for Union. If the big Japanese contingent travels for Union, I think it'd be cool and fun to watch. But I don't know if that's even fathomable.
Guilty Gear.
At McCollin, aka Dang, also asks, "What's more important to you, sports or FGC?" Harrison.
Sports. Well,
how much?
Sports. Look at my room. Look at.
You don't have
Look it
pictures
on the
of
wall.
Daigo on the wall? Have you seen my room, Harrison?
He's the reason I was a first baseman when I played baseball. Right there. That guy. Right there.
Who is it?
JT Snow.
Oh no. I like that guy actually. He also asked, "What's more important to you, Honzo Gonzo, ruining lives on Twitter or the FGC?" I think those are very intertwined things. Would I sacrifice Twitter for the FGC? No, people have asked me to do that. Sponsors, when I was actually good, would be like, "I want to sponsor you, but your Twitter antics are a little crazy." I was like, "Well, you can fuck off because I'm not gonna stop." And yeah, that's how I lost some sponsors. I made that public right now. Yeah, a lot of people didn't want to sponsor me because of my things. I've toned it down. I don't want to hear it. I used to be much worse. Now I just transfer that over into real life, and it's working out great. Just being an asshole. I have one last question. Do you think you should have had a finals for Canadacup, or was the round robin sufficient?
I mean, I'll let you say what you're gonna say.
I don't know.
You're gonna do that to me? I don't know. You're gonna let me?
I think you should have a finale for anything that's paid.
No. I think that's just how a round robin is. You know what you were paying for when you paid for it. What would you put in? What would you put in there?
Top two.
Top two?
First to 5 or something. You know
But they already
had it.
played. They already played.
But there
They
should
all
be a
played.
definitive, or have someone.
There is a definitive winner,
have
and it was
Sanford-
Daigo because he beat everybody.
Have Sanford come out of the crowd.
Well, he didn't beat everybody. Have Sanford come out of the crowd.
Challenge Daigo or something. You know. I don't know. There should be with pay-per-view things. There's a conclusion. You know.
Like have instead of Luffy being in the tournament, having the winner play Luffy because he was the Evo winner, something like that.
I don't know. I'm not the idea person for goddamn pay-per-view events.
Well, I guess that's why you're asking me, right? So I think they would have to be something like that.
Yeah.
It would. What else kind of thing would it be?
Like a money match or something.
They're already getting thousands of dollars being there.
I don't
Why
know,
did they need a
Harrison.
money match?
It's kind of like what was that thing? There was something like that at one of the CEOs, right? Like there's like you had to fight and whoever won had to play the champion or whatever. Was that something else?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm tired, Harrison.
I can see that. I can see that. How do you feel? Jimmy Joe says, how do you feel watching that Daigo versus PR Balrog match? Was Rog choking or Daigo clutching it out? I don't know. That was one of the matches I missed, to be
I
honest.
didn't see it, so I was hoping you saw it.
I am gonna say though, I don't think. I don't know. I guess it's got to be a little bit of both, right? It can't be.
Whenever someone does it, I mean, it's both, right? I
Yeah.
mean, it's let's bring it back to the Justin Wong moment. Did too much damage choke? Yes. I mean, he should have just not done that super and just done sword the belt and then chipped him out like that. But he was greedy and just wanted to end it. And made a mistake. And, you know, that's him fucking up. But it's also Justin Wong being clutch enough to realize he fucked up and take advantage of it.
Yeah.
So I think it's a little...
I think it's a little bit of both.
There's obvious situations where but like someone stands up. Remember like that one match where someone stood up and was like, "Oh, I won," but they didn't, and then the other person.
That happened like 20 times during Capcom Cup. Like 20 times.
I didn't notice.
It happened versus Snake Eyes. It happened versus, I think Daigo did it once or twice. It was just like they would just walk away and try and low and just get blown up for it. And yeah, that happened a lot, which is kind of surprising because people have been doing that for years now. It's nothing new.
I know. Where?
Yep, a little bit of both.
I think both.
I mean, obviously, I'd have to admit sometimes it is choking.
Yeah,
and
like,
sometimes
let's
it is
say
clutching it out.
Ricky does the target combo with Rufus and misses the Ultra, and then he gets punished for it and loses. Obviously, that's not the other person being clutch. They should have lost.
That's a choke right there.
But that's a fucking choke, and that happens too many times. But yeah.
I mean, we're all out of questions. It's going to be a short show.
How long?
We still got like 10 minutes left.
Oh, should I have a 10-minute Honzo story? No, I don't have a 10-minute Honzo story. I need to think of a Honzo story because I always forget.
Damn it, I had a
tell
Harrison
him.
story, but I forgot it.
Damn it.
God damn it.
Well, I have one, but I can only tell it. That'll work.
That's it. I
no,
guess.
I have a Honzo story. Okay, so I was eating late at night on Saturday. I was eating late, and I came back to my hotel because I was staying in a hotel.
Scoot in the center.
And I was in the hotel, and I was going to the hotel, and I was sitting in the parking lot, and I was watching Cooperation Cup because I like sitting in the car because it was warm, and I don't want to wake up the person I was rooming with. And I was sitting there, and then the windows fogged up, and I was like, okay, whatever. I'm just sitting in my car, and I get out, and there's someone parked next to me, and they're just watching that the windows are fogged up, and they're like, oh, is there anyone else in there? I'm like, no. He's like, oh. And I just went to my room.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good story. Is that the end of the show? Is that how we're gonna end it?
I guess. I don't know.
We really have nothing else to talk about, guys. It's just gonna be a short show this week.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah.
I think we talked about good stuff though.
Yeah.
It was good stuff that happened this week. Nothing boring for you guys. Anyways, you want to skip over like a little bit so I can finish the show, or are you just gonna stay there? You guys. Well, whatever. Yeah. Yeah. If you guys.
Your chair has wheels. Mine doesn't. It's hard for me.
Oh my God, lift it up, you scrawny man. If you guys want to follow me, you can follow me at HarrisonSBA. If you want to follow Honzo Gonzo, you can follow him at Honzo Gonzo. If you don't want to follow either of us, but still want to check out what we do, make sure you guys follow us, twitter.com/IPLAYWINNER, facebook.com/IPLAYWINNER, and of course, IPLAYWINNER.com, where you guys can check out FGC-related news and our podcast, where you can go to the podcast section of IPLAYWINNER.com, and you can check out every single show in YouTube or MP3 format. We upload the show immediately to YouTube, or as fast as humanly possible. So if you guys missed it, or want to leave a comment, or like, or subscribe to the YouTube channel, make sure you guys check us out at youtube.com/IPLAYWINNER. I think that's it. Till next week, same time, same place, Tuesdays, 10 p.m. PST for all your people listening on MP3 or something like that and want to check it out live. All right, guys. Peace.
Bye.